Okay, I've never tried anything like this before, but let's see what happens. Today, I was talking to a guy some of you may know named Andy, otherwise known as Nevermore. You can call him what you will. Anyway, this guy, despite being a delightful gent, apparently hates fun, joy, and adventure, and absolutely adores accounting. I was trying to convince him that it might be beneficial in some situations to get a tattoo. He disagreed, and as such, I accidentally wrote a movie. Now, keep in mind, almost every point in this movie that is brought up comes from an extrapolation on a point I brought up in a random conversation with my friend. I told another buddy of mine I'd try to film this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so, my point. It might be beneficial in a situation where you discover a vital treasure map to tattoo the treasure map to your chest. That way no one can take it from you. You always have it with you. Seems like a good idea. This is a scenario that unfolds. You have a buddy, just say some random buddy, and this is why you have to get it tattooed to your chest. He came from an island village. You used to get some drinks with him. He had a bit of an accent. That's not a problem. You're not a racist fuck. Or maybe you are. I don't care. You still have this buddy. You get some drinks, and he used to get a little drunk, and he would tell you stories of his island. Magical island. You have to do this when you say island. Anyway, he would tell you about this treasure that was on the island, and how it was a magical treasure passed down from generation to generation to generation. And they would train guards to protect this treasure. I know. Bit cliche. Anyway, one day, you come home from work, a date, whatever you're doing, holy shit, he's bleeding in your living room. Buddy, you say, buddy, why are you bleeding in my living room? He's like, that's a really inappropriate question to ask. You should be a lot more concerned instead of concerned about your living room. You don't have time for that. Turns out, whoa, he was a guardian. He had to flee to the States because another guy who lived in the village decided he was going to steal the treasure for himself. So they scattered around. He took the only remaining copy of the map. As he's bleeding, because the person found him, he hands you the map and says, buddy, guy, girl, whatever your name is, you need to protect this map, okay? Don't let anyone get this map. This is a very important map. Not only that, I don't know why he's so articulate, even though he's been shot or stabbed and is bleeding to death, but he's a very articulate dyer. Buddy, my kindly sir, good sir, might I articulate to you that you must destroy this map so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands, and you must also capture the treasure, gather the treasure, collect the treasure so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. You're like, my dear friend, my good friend, my islander friend. Of course I will, but he's dead at this point. It doesn't really matter, but you keep articulating anyway. Keep rambling. Of course I will gather this for you. It would make me a huge douchebag if I didn't try to get this treasure for you. Thank you, he says, even though he's already dead. And then dies again, because that's just what people do. So, you now have a treasure map. Promise to never let anyone see it. Promise to destroy it. And promise to get the treasure. You're in a bit of a quandary. A quagmire, if you will. How are you going to do all this? How, I ask, how? Well, first you find a tattoo artist. But, Chase, we might have to kill the tattoo artist. What are we going to do with this tattoo artist after he's seen the map? Well, it's easy. He's a drunk dude. He's a tattoo artist. He probably sees thousands of tattoos every year. He's not going to remember one tattoo. But if you need a more articulate story and do not want to kill this guy, because maybe you have morals or qualms with killing, I don't know, I ain't some, probably Mormon or something, I don't know. You walk up to him with the map and you lay it down, he's like, listen buddy, let me explain something to you. My dad gave me this map. My dad died recently, we weren't very close. We had a fight a few years ago, and I really regret it, and I didn't get to make up with him. He worked in movies. He was a set designer and a prop designer. This map is from the original Treasure Island. It was one of the maps they were thinking about using. Now, I'm a stupid white guy in my early 30s, because of course this movie's cast includes a young 30-something white dude as the main character. What do you think? This is American Hollywood. Who do you think they're going to cast? The Rock? Let me tell you why you couldn't cast The Rock. Too muscly. There would be too many ridges in the map. That wouldn't make any sense now, would it? So you're like, I'm a young, stupid white guy. I'm turning 30. I'm going through an existential crisis, realizing that I'm getting older for the first time, and I'm just having some real issues with myself. So I decided it would be a good way to make a tribute to my dad, yet also capture my still youthful spirit, because I believe I still have a youthful spirit, by tattooing this map he gave me on my chest. Really awesome. He's like, dude, whatever, I don't care. I'm an alcoholic. I just want to get back, have sex with my girlfriend who's awkwardly young for me and has like snake bites and a tongue ring, and my life is going nowhere. I'm probably a heroin addict. Just let me do the tattoo. I'm a good artist. So you let him do the tattoo. Probably takes you several weeks. Have you ever I don't think you could get an entire map accurately tattooed on your chest in a day. Don't be ridiculous. So you then get the tattoo. But Chase, why can't I just laminate the tattoo, keep it on my chest at all times, only take it out when I need to see it? Because, that would protect the map, no one could steal it, blah blah blah. This is why, listen, I'm going to drop some knowledge in your brain pan. This is why, oh no, you're flying to the, you're flying, what am I talking about? You're probably boating to the island. This is a movie with awesome treasure hunting. You don't fly, you're on a boat that you probably rented from some alcoholic fisherman who lost his family. He's like, I don't need this boat anymore, but it served me well for many years. You could probably catch a lot of shrimp. He's like, sure, I'll catch shrimp with it, but you're not really going to catch shrimp with it. You're going to go to the island and find the treasure. I don't know how it's going to make such a long journey. You're probably going to have to pull into a port somewhere and get gas. That's for logistics. That's probably for the novelization. You don't have to worry about those details in a movie. You just do a cut that says 2 weeks later. Don't worry about all the details. Easy. Oh no, the pirates have caught you. They torpedo your ship because they have torpedoes. They're not going to shoot you with cannons. I know you're thinking, why would they not shoot cannons? This is not set in 1786. This is set in modern day. So they torpedo your ship, starts blowing everything up because that's a movie. Stuff blows up. It's probably directed by Michael Bay or some shit. Oh no, I'm falling. Jagged piece of wood or metal cuts your chest, takes the map. Oh no, map. Fall into the water, splash. You only survive because you wash up on the shore because of some lucky fucking providence. I don't get it. Don't question it. Don't question providence. Oh no, I've lost enough. But wait, I had it tattooed to my chest because I'm not a fucking idiot. Problem solved. Now there are pirates all over the ship. You don't have a boat. They're all over the island. You don't have a boat, but you have the map. They can't find the treasure. They don't have the map. You're finding the map. But you didn't realize a girl you met earlier was also a treasure hunter, but she was a professional treasure hunter and tailed you to this island. And she decides, I'm going to seduce this guy because somehow, probably because she was following you for weeks, because she suspected that you had the map, realizes you have the map tattooed to your chest. She's going to seduce you, get the map. She succeeds, and you guys have sex, and it's really awkward, and they probably play some stupid song, and it seems really out of place in the movie, but we have to put it in there, because, it's a fucking movie. We need a sex scene for some reason. Arbitrary violence and a half-decent plot isn't enough. They put the violence and the sex in the movie. They have sex. And then she goes away, and you're like, oh no, she's got the map. But she has trouble finding the treasure. You don't see her for a little while. She just vanishes. You think she's going to steal the treasure at the last second, get away. So you're hunting for the treasure. Oh crap, the pirates captured you. Like, oh no, I'm chained up. I'm chained up in this fucking place that the pirates set up, a cove of some sorts. Pirates have coves, right? Is that what pirates have? I don't know if modern pirates have coves, but cove seems like a good word to go with pirate. So we're having pirate coves now, or treasure coves. I don't fucking know. I'm not a pirate. They're like, we need the map. Where's the map, dude? Why do we all have the same voice? I don't know why we all have the same voice. Let's all just talk in the same voice. Anyway. Like, we need the map. I don't have the map. We need the map. Wait a second. I'm not dumb. As we're torturing you, the shirt gets cut. He clearly has the map tattooed on his chest. Alright. This is the issue. We're going to just get the map. We're not going to carve it off. We're not savages. We're pirates. Pirates are not that savage. We are going to kill you. But first we're just going to take all sorts of pictures of your chest so we have the map. Alright, you got the map. Oh no, the pirates have the map. Wait, you're going to kill me? Girl swoops in. I saved you. Why'd you save me? Well, at first I didn't like you because you were a scoundrel who played by your own rules. But then I realized I might like you because I have abandonment issues. You see, my dad taught me how to be a treasure hunter. That's why I got into this absurd business that like 4 people still actually do, not including James Cameron, because he upshows all of us treasure hunters. And you kind of remind me of him, and I'm projecting feelings of neglect and loss onto you So, yeah. Why do we have the same voice, too? You're a chick. Why do me and you have the same voice? I don't know. This is really awkward. Maybe because the guy narrating the story can't really do a chick voice very well. Oh, that's a good reason. You can tell I'm doing different voices because I'm looking different ways and doing things with my hand. Also, all that stuff she just said is subtext. She's not actually going to talk about her neglectful father. That would be silly and not make for a very good plot of a movie. It would be a really awkward scene that wouldn't make sense. Anyway, back to the movie. No, I didn't like you at first, but I love you. And he's like, that's kind of weird. Because they've known each other for like 4 days at this point, but since it's Hollywood, they love each other and are going to wind up together forever. Yay, we're in love. They go find the treasure. The pirates are at the general area where the treasure is. But like, why can't we find the treasure? We should find the treasure because we took the pictures on the map, and even though we escaped, nothing bad's ever going to happen to us bad guys. We're pirates. And she's like, guy, generic white guy hero that's boring. Why can't they find the treasure? She's like, oh, wait a second. Remember those cool sleeves I had that just looked like some random design? You put your arms together. Holy crap, last piece of the map is right there. See, that's why they couldn't find it. We have the last piece of the map. Mine just blowing. You didn't even know what just fucking happened. So like, okay, we have the last piece of the map. We're going to find them up, distract them over there, set something on fire or an explosion, because we need more explosions in this movie. There are probably 2 explosions in this movie. One was a ship, one was probably during a gunfight, even though the guy was an average Joe, probably worked at a deli, never shot a gun in his life. He's killed like 72 people at this point in the movie. Not going to have any negative repercussions, by the way. No PTSD. He's never going to see a therapist for it. Unless they go really dark direction with the sequel, which would be kind of cool. But it's not going to happen. This is Hollywood. What are we talking about? Anyway, super secret, not really a twist, but some shocking thing. Map on the arms. They find the treasure, which is probably going to end up being not quite as cool as they thought, but equally valuable. Like some ceremonial knife that's carved out of like some crazy ancient rock, or maybe it's like something, or maybe they even just go with the traditional, oh my god, it's a treasure chest and there are pearl necklaces in there. That's weird. I don't get it. I'm not in charge of props. I'm just pitching the idea for this movie that I accidentally wrote today. Oh no! How are we going to get off this island now? Our boat blew up. Come on, lady, that I'm now arbitrarily in love with for no adequately explored reason other than the fact that we had sex one time and it was probably really awkward in a strange place. Maybe after I got wounded in a medical bay, because that's a romantic place to have sex for the first time. Granted, she was just seducing you so she could get the map. But let's forget about that. That's not really important to what's going on here because it's a movie. And no, but they had sex or love now because that's just what we do. Pirate ships. Tons of them. We steal one. Have an awesome boat chase scene. Maybe there's a bazooka. I don't know. No helicopters. That would be weird. Why didn't they just use a helicopter in the first place? It's called continuity, people. Get with it. They escape. Credits roll. Movie done. Fuck you, Andy. It's a good idea to get a goddamn map tattooed to your goddamn chest.